Welcome back, Mosh Pit Podcast. We're here at the House of Blues with Fate Destroyed, and it is an honor and a privilege to shoot with you guys.
Yeah.
It's been a long time scheduling this, and I will start us off. Actually, would you guys like to introduce yourself to the podcast?
For sure. My name is Francesca, and we are FDS. We go by the moniker, it's like an AFI thing, or Fate Destroyed, more commonly known amongst middle-aged men in Kentucky. I'm just kidding.
How did all you guys meet?
Funny story that. No. So it is kind of a funny story, right? So basically the original lineup of the band was myself and Johnny, and I met him at the Rainbow while he was playing another show, and I was just like bitching. I was like, I want to start a band, and he was like, tell me more. So anyway, we played for a little while, and we were looking for a bass player, and we came across Chris's videos, and Chris was like making all these playthrough videos of our music, and I was like, you know who would be great? Somebody who already knows all of the songs. And yeah, and so if like you're a musician and you want to get into a band, make playthrough videos, because we saw it and we were like, yo, he already knows the music. He didn't have to, So yeah. That's when we met them. I met him. And how did you meet them?
They found us.
They should pay us for this.
They should. This is an unpaid promotion. Sorry, my bad. I forgot.
You're all good.
Unpaid promotion, but if you are looking for band members or to be in a band, god dang, they should pay us. Bandmix.com. It's Tinder for musicians.
You don't sleep with you know what, Chris? What?
You're just not trying hard enough. Wait, how do you think I got this? So they both messaged us completely separately because Bandmix promo. We put up a paid ad because you have to pay to actually see what people are sending you. Kuzi hit us first, said, hey, you looking for a guitar player? I'm like, funny you should say that. Literally like a week later, Luke was in my DMs like, hey, you looking for a drummer? I'm like, weird. And now they are with us playing shows. It was all planned. Yeah, they're mastermen.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it worked out. It was really, we were like, man, is this going to happen? Are we going to find like competent, good people to fill these spots? In general.
Through a tiny social media site. I guess I thought like Bandmix, I was like, ain't no way.
And the search continued.
But it turned out, no. We love you guys. You're stuck with us forever. Ha.
Yeah, I just hit 3 years, which is wild, because my story was that I just moved from where we're at now, Orange County, to LA County. Wanted to find I didn't know what bands were out there, local bands, people within an intimate circle that I knew of. So I did covers of local bands that no one ever does. Like, everyone's doing major band covers. Let's do a Metallica cover. Let me get 10,000 views. I was like, let me just find some people to play with. Fate Destroyed was my favorite band of that batch.
It was in the middle, and it was like during the pandemic, and I think a lot of us really thought, it was like, we are artists and we can't play shows, so like, what is the outlet that we can use to like get out this creative need? And I think that I think it was fate.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's like, cause like I hear a lot about bandmates in the Bay, but I never really seen anybody that like met through that. Like, you're that first.
It was crazy. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna work either. I was totally skeptical.
I got a DM. No disrespect to anyone still hitting us up. That's awesome. I haven't taken the ad down yet, and mostly because I'm lazy. But I have an email yesterday for a guitar player. I have another email for a drummer, and I just have not yet broken the bad news that, in my opinion, the search is kind of done. So Bandmix is the shit. Like, it worked. It could work for us. It could work for you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, pay me. Can we swear?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
What was your favorite show memory, whether it was on or off stage?
Oh shit.
An offstage memory is a good one to pull up. I don't know what that is. I've never asked that question before.
My favorite offstage memory from a show, I think. Well, what do you? No, you tell yours first, because I think I know.
I told them this story earlier. Is it the Root of Jim at the Jacksonville bar?
Yes.
Yeah, I told you.
It is literally that.
You never know who is sitting at the bar drowning their sorrows.
I gotta tell the story.
She'll tell the story, but
you gotta emphasize it. I'm just gonna tell the lead up, and then you tell the punchline. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So on our last tour, I got so sick. Like the third or fourth day out, because we slept in Phoenix in the van because we rough it.
It was cold as balls.
It was freezing.
The next show was hot as balls.
And the day before we were in Colorado, and the person we stayed with, they had all their windows open, and it was cold as shit. So like I was just so sick, and I was really upset. I lost my voice. I hadn't spoken for the day off that we had before. Anyway, so we went to play the show, and I bombed it. It was the worst show of my life. I cried. We played 2 songs. I couldn't force. There was nothing. I would, like literally nothing. And I was so upset. And then what happened?
So I'm packing up, loading the gear in the back, and I just walk outside to the other bands. I'm like, God, the bar looks like Jim Root. And they're just like, and they're like, yeah, that is Jim Root. This is his bar. Like, I'm not gonna name the bar because he wants to keep it. I'm not gatekeeping. That's his bar to blow up. But and we were just like, man, we're fans. And then out of nowhere, he just talked our ears off for like an hour and a half, and we loved it. It was amazing.
And it was.
He was just going about timeshares and how to get your motorcycle into Canada. We're like, this is crazy.
And it was funny because I was like so obviously mortified because like. So it taught me 2 things. The first one is like you never know who's in the audience. There was maybe like 4 people there. It was like really.
He was 2 of them.
And he was 2 of them, yeah, for sure. Because that guy's like 7 feet 12, for sure. He was crazy. No, that, and then the second one was like, he told me he was like, well, because I was able to get like partially through a little bit of the first song, and he's like from what I hear, it sounds like you got pretty good scream. Just keep working on it. And I'm just like, thanks.
How about you guys?
This is their first show with us.
Really?
This is our first show.
This is their debut.
This is a trial by fire. Like, this is part of the audition process.
Do we do it? Baptized in the fire?
Baptized in the fire.
Hey. Everything's a lyric.
What's your first concert or festival that you remember going to?
Oh, Family Values.
Family Value? You went to Family
That was
Values?
your first?
Yeah, that was my. I don't know. Too young to remember, but it was. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that private.
Wow, that's great.
It was Deftones, Duran Gray, which was this crazy visual K band from Japan. Korn, obviously. Walls of Jericho. There's just
Nice.
an insane lineup, and This was still when like they didn't pay for or they didn't charge you for VIP packages or anything like that. They were just walking.
Those were the
around
days.
in the festival, and you could just be like, "Hey, sign my CD." And be like, I just aged myself. Boom, there, I did it. But yeah.
You didn't say, sign my Walkman.
Sign my rollerblades.
Rollerblades are lit. What?
Probably Warped Tour. Wait, I don't know what year, but rest in peace. I hope it comes back somehow. But
I don't miss walking across 100-degree flat tops in the middle of summer for 3 months.
Wearing all black, all black leather.
heat stroke.
And you don't
from
even know when you
the
play
Mosh
until the
Pit.
morning of, and so you just like wake up and it's like 8 a.m. time to get up and
I
fucking
do
shit.
miss the opening gates rushing to the board,
Oh,
and
no.
everybody like planning their day on that board is legendary. And
Watching girls cry because 2 of their favorite bands play
same time, 303 and Attack, same time.
No! It's like
That's a
Chuck
deep
Norris.
burn.
You can
Choose one.
just
Yeah.
choose. No, you can't. I'm just kidding. The first festival that I went to, like willingly, or that I was taken to, because when I was a kid, I went to the rodeo a lot, which I guess isn't like a festival, but
Willingly.
willingly, it was. Oh, shut up. Let me clarify. Willingly, one where I wasn't taken by. I think Warped Tour also. I think probably Warped Tour that I guess because I went to concerts when I was like 16, but not like festivals. My mom would never let me like go to a festival for a few days, like never. But when I was like old enough to actually choose one, Warped Tour was like it. I was like, time to go.
Yeah.
It was Warped Tour 2013. Ask me how I know.
How do you know it's 2013?
Because I played 2014.
Oh
shit.
She was there. She seen it. So, yeah.
She seen it.
There's photographic evidence. That was one of the last ones, right? It had like 2 more years after that.
Yeah, I think so.
Man,
Did you go to the last one?
no.
I did.
I
That was
didn't.
the last one in LA. It was dope.
Nice. Yeah. But that was, yeah. Had a blast every
What was
time.
your first actual concert?
I'm so proud of this. Weird Al Yankovic at the Orange County Fairgrounds, a block away from here right now. Super stoked on that. That was fun. I knew all the lyrics. I knew all the songs, so that was a show for me for sure. I was like 9. Perfect.
Mine.
Hell
Mine's
yeah.
hilarious. And I still have the ticket from it.
For show.
My first show was Backstreet Boys.
hell yeah.
And I still have the ticket from it. I still have the ticket.
like,
Yes,
99?
yeah. It was,
Pre-Millennium Tour.
and it was on the Millennium Tour.
1999.
Yeah.
You started early.
Yeah, my mom took me, and then she took me to see Spice Girls.
Oh my
And
God,
I was like-
so jealous.
It was dope. Anyway, so yeah, so that was my, and I still have like a piece of confetti, and like from the,
like, the cannon?
yeah, from the cannon. Whatever. Don't Backstreet Boys shame me.
There's no Johnny shaming in the world.
What about you?
All right.
First show, I can't even say. Just a concert. I don't know. Probably Warped Tour was it.
Weird Al.
No Weird Al.
Damn it. At the Orange County Fairgrounds. I saw Jars of Clay the next day, which is fucking weird. It's a Christian rock band. They were like Creed before Creed, but it sounded like, yeah. But better, in my opinion.
I'm sorry I asked the question. I was just curious.
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry I asked the question for you. I was just curious. Second podcast. What about you, Kuvi?
I don't remember. I got bit by the fucking like bug all at once, so I was just going to shows and festivals.
That's code for I'm old. I'm just kidding. I'm probably older than you.
It's true, these hips don't lie much.
These hips don't
Shakira.
lie.
He went to Shakira.
Shakira. I want to learn these hips don't lie. I'm so
What are you guys' hobbies other than music?
What's your hobby?
Video games and pizza.
Is pizza a hobby?
The way he does it is.
Yeah.
He makes pizza.
It's a sport the way I do it.
It's like competitive eating, but he does it by himself. It's called
Yeah, I compete with myself.
He's like, how quick he's timing himself eating pizza. He's like, he's eating in front of a mirror. He's like, how much can I fit
It's like
in my?
shadow boxing, but with
Dude, bro. That story's gonna die.
It's never gonna die.
Today's not the day.
So this is something we're gonna be actually utilizing a lot of with the content that's coming up because, so I'll try to give the short answer, which is okay. So I build and race cars, like that's what I like to do in my free time, and it's always been like difficult for me because I've always felt like I have to choose, right? So like, what am I gonna spend money on? What am I gonna spend time doing? And it's like, but I love both, like so much. So I think like it's time to like just start incorporating like visuals and all kinds of stuff that's like my other passion too because it's important.
yeah.
I skate. I do backpacking. Go do outdoor
skate?
things a lot. Yeah.
Do you longboard or
No.
regular skateboard?
Regular. Well, both. But I like to get back in the,
He really is. Why'd you hire someone cooler than me? Just kidding.
Everybody's cooler than me. It's kind of not hard to do.
But yeah, and I like to film things and make videos and such.
Thanks. Hobbies. I play guitar. When I'm not playing in a band, I play by myself. I don't know.
Twice a week.
Video games, and I have a dog. I play with my dog.
He has the cutest dog ever.
I honestly sound like an old man already. Like with every question, I'm progressively aging myself more.
He's like reverse
My
Benjamin
rocking
Button right
chair
now.
is my hobby.
By the
Brewing
ti-
tea.
By the time we leave, we're gonna be putting him on stage in Pampers, or depends.
Yeah, depends on what kind
I guess it depends. Yeah.
I wanted to get into a little bit of your music aspect, but what is the story of the creation behind your song "Wish You Would"? And tell me about the making of the music video.
And it's funny because Tommy's not here. I clap when I'm excited about stuff. I have like a weird physical thing. Anyway, so "Wish You Would" started because one of the bands that really inspired me and influenced me and him a lot as we were trying to find like our new sound was Jinx. And so this is before I knew Tommy, and I reached out to him and was like, can I pay you for a feature? And we had kind of just like talked in passing here and there, but it was like we started working on this song, and I think it was really the beginning in the first iteration really of our new sound. And what was really important about that it's also like in the lyrical content, because a lot of the song talking about "Wish You Would" is like I had a feeling that or I feel very often that people like don't take us seriously or like take this kind of music seriously, and I feel like a lot of times I have to be constantly on guard. It's like, I fucking wish you would, like, let's fucking go, you know. And yeah, so the lyrics are really about, you know, people who seem to be one thing or another, and people who are gonna doubt you from what you're doing, and you just gotta be like, wish you fucking would do something. What you gonna do, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's the creation. And then we had King Zab film the music video. It was super sick. We rented out this dope spot in LA. Tommy came out and he did the video with us. He did really great in it. And yeah, so I mean that was sort of the iteration of it. And it was good. We had Brian Spencer, who works for Zillakami, and he does Scarlord and all that kind of stuff. And so that was the first time we'd worked with a producer like that. Usually we all just kind of fuddled around in a room together. And then we had somebody who like knew what they were doing, and we were like, oh, this is how you write good shit. Okay, I get it now. And like, right, so he wrote it. I mean, he didn't write it, but like, nah, he mostly wrote it. But
yeah, no, that's what
he 100% wrote it, yeah.
Me and Brian, that song, I thought when I first heard the original demo of that track when we got it, I was like, fuck. Like, I'm confident in my guitar skills, but this was a song where I'm like, I'm going to have to step up everything I know about what I know.
Yeah.
So
that's good. Producers push you like that.
yeah, so I sat there with every single riff on loop for hours on end, sitting up, standing down, just getting those riffs down, and then just spending all night tracking them, making them my own, but they're still the song. Like, if you hear the original demo, it's you can still hear it's the same thing, but I just made it make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, it was my story through his words. And a learning process, because we wanted to work with producers. We wanted people to send us ideas. And I think that song came out the way that we'd always wanted a song to come out.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy about this song? And just the last thing is we got destroyed by YouTube for that song. That song is buried everywhere. You can look for the title with our name and it doesn't come up. It's complete. YouTube gave it. We got so many content infractions, and the video's not even that crazy.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, I show more of my left ass cheek on my Instagram than is on this entire YouTube. This is crazy. I don't, but the parts they're talking about is dumb. So anyway, they're animated. So it was like.
It's not the worst thing you can find on YouTube.
Right. So it was like, it's been kind of like, it breaks my heart because that song deserves so much more credit than it got. It deserves so many more plays than it got. That song is it's literally Black Dahlia Murder meets Trap. It's so crazy. And we're going to play it tonight. Tommy's here. He's going to do guesties.
That was honestly the song that, like, I was like, okay, this is new. This is interesting.
Yes, right. And that was really confirmation for us that like we did it and it felt good and it felt right, and we were just like, nah, this is it. This feels more like home.
And it's fucking fun to play on stage. Holy shit. When that comes up, like, my favorite guitar bands are, like, Lamb of God. So when you get me running in those RPMs, and I'm just, like, that's where I'm, like, zoned in. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
That's fucking awesome. I got one more question for you guys. I asked this to every single band. What is the craziest mosh pit you have seen or been in?
Okay. So whoa. Okay, so this is kind of that's a difficult question. Because I have been to a loose show, but I would say that that's still in a way corporate. It's like in a way, they're still crazy, and I'm not talking shit about nobody. Please don't hit me.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Sorry. Yeah. Please don't hate me. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying though is like you would not believe. I go to these underground like rap type shows here, and even like underground hardcore shows in LA. We went out to a show the other day, and the girls were going hard on the dudes. They were just, and
They're stepping it up.
it was just like I think the smaller the place, the more impactful. So I don't know. I would say it's never been that you've heard. The knock loose shows are crazy, but they're not as crazy as the underground shit you're gonna find like in some warehouse that is definitely breaking. I don't know, codes.
There's no ocean in those. Yeah. I have this thing when it comes to like big mosh pit crowds and like danger zones and shit like that. Where like danger zone. I'm not probably going to mosh or crowd surf.
We bitch pit now in California though.
Right, but this was not in California.
Bitch pit, circle pits.
This was in Virginia. But I do feel like I have a responsibility as someone who can probably carry most people's weight above my head to save people from falling. So Lamb of God, Blue Ridge, 2021.
That was crazy. You couldn't even moving people over.
Yeah, I am like me and like 3 other dudes were just like our job was to make sure these people do not fall. But it was an hour of that. So if you think CrossFit's brutal, man, go to a show
and stand right before
where you have to what are the conveyor belt human beings from the back to the front, from the left to the right. That was crazy because I was like, I'm actually kind of getting tired. Please don't be a tall person. And yeah, that was ruthless, but it was fun because it's my favorite band. So yeah, totally worth it.
You got it, Mike.
I'd say underground warehouse show is probably where I've seen the craziest mosh pits.
Jumping on the rafters and shit. I'm like,
People do crazy stuff, But
You can't overdry, you can't overdie.
yeah, but those kids do not care. They will break things in themselves and other. Yes.
The new generation is definitely angry, and if you don't believe that, go to a fucking underground show. Go.
My neck hurts just listening to this.
As far as craziest pit I've seen, it was not a metal show. It was Miami Music Week in a fucking random warehouse. Porter Robinson. But
Oh
as
my
his
God,
alter
bro.
ego, only
Bro.
playing
All
fucking
about
hard
Porter.
style. And people were like losing their minds on Molly water
Molly water?
and just going. It counts as hydration.
Yeah,
And
GHB.
People were just like insane, like punching each other in the face and smiling about it, dressed up as Pikachu. Like I've never seen such insane shit. Yeah.
That sounds
That
I
sounds
know,
like
and
I'm gonna
then-
YouTube
and
video. I'm
then-
gonna find a Google videos
And
of
then
that
I
or
couldn't
whatever.
return my Pikachu costume to Amazon.
It's covered in blood and worse.
So
it's covered in blood and Ryan Siemens.
I had to
even.
drop
Oh
off a
my
Pikachu
God.
costume at the dry
I
cleaners.
understood that reference.
Thank you for understanding.
But after all that, do you guys have anything this year that you guys are planning on doing that you guys would like to promote?
Nothing at all. I'm kidding.
No, really nothing at all. No, no. So we're pretty much for the last year. It's been about. So we switched to FDS from Fate Destroyed just because it was like shedding new skin, right? It was like we were stepping into a new sound. We were ready to get new members, and it was one of those things where it's like I don't want to continue to go by the same thing. But then the issue, becomes like you go to our Spotify, and it's all just our popular tracks, which of course is the older stuff. And so that's been like kind of tough. So we have this show today, and then we have a show on the 23rd at Urban Bar and Grill. But we've just been rebuilding and working with different producers and really like honing our craft. Like it's been like it's really easy to get into a cycle. You're just like go. But like if you don't take the time to stop and like reevaluate and get your shit up, like it doesn't matter. So we have like 5 or 6 collabs. We're not gonna talk about, but they're all there, and like we have it's gonna be a lot of trying to make ourselves better by working with people who are better than us, right? So that's like kind of the vibe for us this year.
I'm so glad to hear that because not a lot of bands nowadays, they stick to one sound and they just were like, well, why isn't it working? But they keep doing.
Or it works. Why fix it? Why change?
That's
it?
literally
Yeah.
what happened with us to a certain extent, because it's like it sucked because it's difficult to describe how it feels to see a song doing really well and knowing you're like, I like the song, it means something to me, but like I don't even listen to music like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So finding our sound was crazy. It was a lot of work.
Yeah. Luckily, it's a lot.
Here's
of
some
work.
unreleased shit tonight.
Yeah, we are.
I am excited to
So
see
don't
this.
videotape and bootleg and put it on YouTube.
Definitely
No,
videotape and
definitely don't make it famous on bootlegs.
Definitely don't make us famous on bootlegs. Definitely don't share it with nobody.
Yeah, definitely don't promote. I'm so excited to see you guys. It has been an honor and a privilege. It's been a long time in the books. I've been waiting for this. And this LA trip all started with this band. And I am so happy to be here.
And we're so glad that you came here, yo. I hope you're enjoying LA. And next time you
He
interview us,
came
we'll be
from
playing
the
the
top of the
bigger
state
Right.
to the bottom of the state. So that's crazy.
That's a long ass way.
Totally much love, dude. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And all their stuff will be down in the link below. And
Ring that bell.
go look at their shit. It is fucking
Don't
dope.
actually look at my poop. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Oh.
Edit that out.
But look, yo, I am not a bad bitch. I just play one on Instagram. I'm actually a dorky nerd. I don't know. I make poop jokes. I don't know. All right, I'm sorry for interrupting your closing. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Don't worry. So poo poo pee pee and
Caca doo.
but let's get ready for tonight. Let's rock this shit. Close us out. See you later, podcast. Mosh Pit Podcast.
Beautiful life. truth emerges. Now you're nervous, now you're nervous. If you're rockin' with it, tell me get the fuck up. We be on a mission, you be stuck in the grind. What's your push?